Yeah. So that's why you have to hunt down until the fairy. That's just the previous fairy that got beat up just a minute ago. Also, I noticed the names themselves like an hotel. Hotel. Lovely. Anyway, the powers are you get to use your fists, you get to fly over your hair, which is a great use. You get to run real fast, which comes in handy in picture city, and you can hang. It's a lot more useful than you think. Oh, and one more thing, you get to hang off these floating rings with Google Eyes. Kind of disturbed me when I was little. I used to think they were real things. You just scratching off their mouths. With these new powers, you can explore 5 new worlds, but of course, you know, you have to go one by one, because that's how a game works. But these 5 worlds are Dream Forest, Badland, Blue Mountains, Picture City, and Scops Cave. All of them unique, and I've come to notice when I was sleeping that 3 of these worlds are based off reality landscapes, like the forest, the mountain, and the cave. It's only Badland and the Picture City that, you know, spark imagination. I mean, who would live in the giant city made of pencils? Stupid. But like every game, it gets harder as you go along. Of course, my favourite given a few extra seconds to work out where you need to land, comes in handy a lot. Also, the palette, it's just outstanding. I mean, I think this game won the of sweets and crockery. This whimsical land of tasty delights just fills you full of happiness as you go along. Trust me, it's, I, I, I think this is the best level in the whole game. Shame there's no more than one level too. Uh, I did enjoy twatting that clown in the face once tried to smack Tamra on me though. Man, that was good shit. By the way, this is where the final fight takes place. I'm not going to say much about it, except it's not as hard as the previous fights. Kind of disappointing. In the end, I don't think it matters what kind of boss fight you have at the end. It's something like this. I mean, it could be